An animal welfare group is launching New Zealand's first ever 360-degree virtual reality footage of pigs in farrowing crates. Safe, Save Animals from Exploitation is calling for a national ban on farrowing crates, saying they're cruel and inhumane. It's released the footage for the first time to coincide with the Pork Industry Board's AGM. Jessie Chiang with this pig's eye view.
Pig farming like you've never seen before. It's footage that gives a viewer a 360-degree view inside a farrowing crate. The sow lies on bare metal, surrounded by bars that restrict her movement, while her piglet walks around her. It's dark and there's no natural light. For some Aucklanders, this was horrifying.
She should be out of it. Why she's in a cage? Wow.
Wow. Screw this place. Looks like not a good time.
Oh, it's really sad. Do I have to look at it anymore?
Safe Campaign's director, Mandy Carter, says sows are placed in farrowing crates straight after giving birth. She says pigs are highly intelligent animals and it's frustrating for them to be enclosed in cages.
The problem with farrowing crates is that we are sticking animals in cages so small that they can't even turn around, and they are in these cages for 4 to 5 weeks at a time. We wouldn't do this to a dog, would we? There would be a massive outcry if people were to do that. So if we wouldn't do it to a pet dog, why would we do it to farm animals?
Ms Carter says the footage was secretly filmed on a pig factory farm in the Waikato this year. She says Safe is calling for a nationwide ban on farrowing crates for pigs.
30% of New Zealand farmers are already not using farrowing crates, and even the Government National Animal Welfare Advisory Committee has said that farrowing crates should be phased out, but there is no economic alternative at the moment, and that's where the clue comes in. It actually boils down to money. It's for profit for the pig industry that they're still keeping sows in these terrible conditions.
Ms Carter hopes the 360-degree footage will educate the public and prompt them to support Safe's campaign.
Until now, we've just shown people here's some pig footage, but you can't really feel what it must be like to be one of those pigs. So now you have a pig's eye view. It's really fully immersive. Most people are never going to go onto a pig farm, and so now they can in virtual reality and actually judge for themselves, is this okay?
Julie Collins from the Ministry for Primary Industries says they've already put in new regulations to protect the welfare of pigs last week.
So there's 6 regulations. They look at the size of farrowing crates to make sure that they're appropriate. They look at making sure that there's dry lying areas for pigs, and they also look at rules around tail docking and castration.
Julie Collins, who is the Director of Biosecurity and Animal Welfare, says an independent review of farrowing crates in 2016 found there were no practical alternatives. But she says the ministry is continuing to look into other ways of caring for sows and their piglets. For these Aucklanders, however, the footage was enough for them to make up their minds.
It's much more distressing than I could ever have imagined. Just the look, the expression on the face of the mother, it's just heartbreaking. It's awful. It's worse than I thought.
And so do you think farrowing crates should be banned then?
I do.
In my point of view, of course, no one should be caged and they should be free to move. It's their right.
You would have to investigate if that is the accurate situation across the board and what situation that occurs in. But yeah, definitely not a pleasant time.
Do you think that farrowing crates should be banned?
Yes, definitely. That is so inhumane. It's awful.
For Checkpoint, ko Jessie Chiang, tēnei.
The New Zealand Pork Industry Board, which has hosted their AGM over the last 2 days, says they stand by the independent review by the National Animal Welfare Advisory, which suggests that at the moment farrowing crates are best practice. The chairman of the board, Ian Carter, says it's inappropriate for Safe to call for a ban on farrowing crates where there's no safer alternative for sows and their piglets.